Welcome to my channel Class Winners Books.
Unit 8 Management of Sporting Events. Understanding management and sports management. Management means guiding a group to complete a task effectively. It involves planning, organizing, and making sure everything runs smoothly, just like in a sports event where people work together to make it successful. In both business and sports, good management ensures all parts work in harmony. Definitions. 1. MC Farland, management is how leaders use teamwork to achieve goals. 2. George Terry, management is about planning, organizing, doing, and overseeing work using people and resources. 3. P. Chelladurai, sports management is about managing people, resources, and plans to run sports services smoothly. 1.1 Functions of sports events management, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Different experts describe the functions of management slightly differently, but the core tasks are mostly the same. George R. Terry mentions planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling. Luther Gulick includes planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. Coons and O'Donnell focus on planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Though these are listed separately, they are all connected and affect one another in real-life situations. 1. Planning. Planning is like creating a map to reach your goal. It means deciding in advance what to do, when, and how. It helps reduce confusion and mistakes during sports events. Though organizing. Organizing is about arranging everything, people, money, tools, and tasks, to work together efficiently. It involves deciding what tasks need to be done and who should do them. 3. Staffing. Staffing means hiring the right people for the right roles, like coaches, referees, and organizers. If people are unskilled, the event won't run well. Just like a team needs the right players, an event needs the right staff. 4. Directing. Directing is like being the team captain. It means guiding, motivating, and leading others. Good communication and leadership help everyone stay on track and work toward the event's success. 5. Controlling. Controlling is about checking if everything is going as planned. It's like a referee making sure rules are followed. Managers compare actual progress with plans and take action if things go off track. This helps the event run smoothly and reach its goals. Summary. Sports management is all about planning and working with people to ensure sports events happen successfully. The 5 main tasks, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling, work together like a well-coached team. 1.2 Various committees and their responsibilities, pre, during and post. Planning a sports event is like organizing a big school project. It needs careful planning and teamwork. Different committees are formed to handle various tasks and make sure everything runs smoothly. Main committees. 1. General Committee, the top-level group that oversees the whole event. It includes members from different schools or groups. The head is called the Administrative Director. 2. Executive Committee, works under the General Committee to manage key responsibilities. 3. Organizing Committee, reports to the Executive Committee and ensures the smooth execution of the event. This committee forms smaller teams for specific duties. Roles of various committees. 1. Publicity Committee spreads information about the event through posters, flyers, and announcements. 2. Transportation Committee arranges travel and accommodation for teams and officials. 3. Boarding and Lodging Committee manages food and stay arrangements. 4. Decoration and Ceremony Committee handles venue decoration and opening-closing award ceremonies. 5. Grounds and Equipment Committee prepares the sports fields and organizes required equipment. 6. Refreshments and Entertainment Committee provides snacks and plans fun activities for guests and players. 7. Reception Committee welcomes chief guests and other visitors to create a friendly environment. 8. Entries and Programs Committee sends and collects entry forms, assigns numbers, sets seating, and creates the schedule and souvenirs. 9. Officials Committee appoints referees, umpires, and timekeepers based on the sports needs. 10. Announcement Committee makes important announcements and updates during the event. 11. First Aid Committee led by a doctor, ready to give immediate medical help if needed. 12. Finance Committee manages the event's budget, expenses, and financial planning. Responsibilities before, during, and after the tournament. Before the tournament, pre-tournament. Plan the budget and schedule. Select venue and prepare it. Form various committees. Share event details with teams. Arrange food and lodging. Organize prizes and collect entry forms. During the tournament. Conduct opening ceremony. Check venue and equipment. Stick to the schedule. Provide refreshments. Make announcements. Offer first aid if needed. Maintain score records. Update media. Ensure proper behavior and rule following. After the tournament, post-tournament. Hold prize distribution ceremony. Share results with the media. Return security deposits. Collect and store records. Pay staff and officials. Prepare a financial report. Present mementos to special guests. Summary. Each committee plays an important part in making a sports event successful. From planning and organizing to managing people, places, and programs, teamwork is the key to making it all work smoothly. 1.3 Fixtures and their procedures, knockout, bye and seeding, and league. Cyclic, staircase and tabular method, and combination tournaments. Key points for knockout tournaments. 1. Number of teams, count how many teams are participating. 2. Number of byes, calculate how many teams get a free pass to the next round, by next power of 2 total teams. 3. Teams in each section, divide teams into house or quarters for the fixture. 4. Byes in each section, distribute byes evenly in each half or quarter. 5. Number of rounds, use the power of Do to calculate total rounds, e.g., 16 team star rounds. 6. Total matches, formula, n, 1, e.g., 8 teams 7 matches. How to make fixtures. If teams are in powers of 2, 2, 4, 8, 16, divide directly. If not, give byes to reach next power of 2. Example, 15 teams next power is 16 byes 1. Example, 19 teams next power is 32 byes 13. Dividing teams in house, odd even. Odd teams example, 11. Upper half, n plus 1, 2 6. Lower half, n1, 2 5. Even teams example, 18. Both halves n2 9 each. Fixing byes order. 1. Last team of lower half. 2. First team of upper half. 3. First team of lower half. 4. Last team of upper half. Repeat this order. Rounds and matches. Rounds, smallest power of 2n rounds exponent. E.g., 10 teams next power 16 4 rounds. Matches, N1. Teams in quarters, if N is large. Divide into 4 quarters. Example, 21 teams. OQ 5 IQTR 6, others 5. Example, 22 teams. OI 6, 2 5, 3 6, 4 5. Advantages of knockout system. Time saving. Less cost. Teams give their best. Fewer staff needed. Disadvantages. Strong teams may go out early. Fewer matches. Audience interest may drop. Teams get limited chances. Consolation tournament. Gives early losing teams another chance to play. Type 1. Only early losers play a separate tournament. Type 2. All losing teams get another chance to compete further. Seeding and super seeding. Seeding. Strong teams placed in fixed positions to avoid early clashes. O2 seeds. One at top of upper half, one at bottom of lower half. O4 seeds. Placed in 4 corners of the fixture. Super seeding. Teams go directly to quarters or semis based on performance. League, round robin, tournaments. Each team plays every other team. Single league, 1 match with each team. O matches N1, 2. Double league, 2 matches, home away. O matches N1. Types of league fixtures. 1. Cyclic method. Teams rotate around a fixed one. 2. Staircase method. Matches arranged like a ladder. 3. Tabular method. Grid format using a table. Deciding winners in league. Points system. O win 2 points. O draw 1 point. O loss 0 points. Tie-breaking methods. Canadian method. If 2 teams tie, winner is decided by the result of their match. British method. Percent. Points earned total possible points, 100. American method. Percent. Matches won total matches played, 100. Combination tournaments. Used for big events, like nationals, using zones. 1. Knockout cum knockout, knockout in zones plus knockout for zone winners. 2. League cum league, league in zones plus league between zone winners. 3. Knockout cum league, knockout in zones, then league for winners. 4. League cum knockout, league in zones, then knockout for winners. 1.4 Intramural and extramural, meaning, objectives, and its significance. Here is a simplified and slightly shorter version of the content in easy-to-understand language. Meaning of intramural. The word intramural comes from Latin. Intra means inside and murlis means walls. So, intramural activities are those held within the school or college and are only for its own students. These events aim to encourage everyone to join sports and games, so every student plays something. While only a few students participate in higher-level competitions, like district or national, intramurals give all students a chance to play and learn. They make physical education more inclusive and fun. Origin of intramurals. Children have always loved to play, even before intramurals was a term. Over time, these games were made more organized. In the US, the first formal intramural baseball game happened in 1864, and by 1925, many schools had these programs. Today, a complete physical education program includes intramurals. But in India, intramurals are less common. Many parents focus more on studies than sports, and many schools don't offer proper programs. Still, it's important to include all students, including those with disabilities, in these activities. Why intramurals are important? 1. Help students grow in body, mind, and emotions. 2. Teach values like fairness and respect. 3. Keep students active and healthy. 4. Help students handle competition. 5. Improve energy and physical skills. 6. Provide enjoyment and stress relief. 7. Give every student a chance to take part in sports. 8. Help develop leadership skills. Objectives of intramurals. 1. Include all students in games, not just a few. 2. Build leadership and teamwork through practice. 3. Encourage cooperation among students. 4. Provide fun and relaxation. 5. Teach sportsmanship and handling wins-losses. 6. Help students learn new games and skills. 7. Give event organization experience. 8. Discover sports talents among students. 9. Support overall personality development. Intramural activities can include 1. Team games cricket, football, volleyball, basketball, etc. 2. Fun races and games sack race, kho-kho, tag, etc. 3. Rhythmic events folk dance, aerobics, gymnastics. 4. Art activities drawing, painting, model making. 5. Martial arts judo, karate, taekwondo, self-defense. Meaning of extramural. Extramural comes from extra, outside, and murlis, walls. It refers to inter-school competitions, where students from different schools compete. These events are scheduled in advance so schools can prepare. Why extramurals are important? 1. Showcase school talent in sports. 2. Raise the standard of players and teams. 3. Help learn new techniques from other schools. 4. Make physical education better through competitive exposure. 5. Encourage wider participation in sports. Benefits of extramural competitions. Improve sports quality and skills. Provide real game experience. Promote friendship and team spirit. Involve more schools and students. Update students on modern rules and strategies. Challenges of extramurals. Too much focus on winning. Academic classes may get disturbed. Costly to organize and attend. Non-sporty students might feel left out. Athletes may fall behind in studies. Pressure may lead to stress. Objectives of extramural competitions. 1. Improve performance and quality in sports. 2. Provide valuable learning and exposure. 3. Promote fair play, unity, and teamwork. 4. Expand student involvement in sports. 5. Teach modern rules and game strategies. 1.5 Community sports. What are community sports? Community sports combine two ideas: community, a group of people from the same area or school, and sports, any physical activity, formal or informal. These activities are held locally and help improve health, teamwork, and social bonds. Why are community sports important? They allow everyone to participate, not just the best players. Help improve skills, performance, and fitness. Encourage learning of new sports and planning of physical activities. Help find new sports talent. Support overall personal growth, physical, mental, and social. Purpose of community sports. Community sports aim to make neighborhoods healthier, safer, and more united. They build character, leadership, and teamwork, and help people live better lives. Key benefits of community sports. 1. Better physical health, encourages daily exercise for children and youth. 2. Improves mental well-being, reduces stress and boosts happiness. 3. Builds social skills or promotes cooperation, fairness, and understanding. 4. Teaches life lessons, helps handle wins, losses, and challenges. 5. Prevents crime, keeps youth engaged in positive activities. 6. Strengthens community, creates bonds and a sense of belonging. 7. Boosts confidence, improves self-esteem and teamwork skills. 8. Makes connections, helps meet new people and find mentors. 9. Economic benefits, promotes health, reduces medical costs, and offers prize opportunities. Community sports events. These events are held in schools, towns, or villages and are open to all age groups. People enjoy them and they help promote unity and active lifestyles. Sports Day in schools. A fun day full of sports and games that encourages all students to join in, builds leadership and teamwork, promotes values like honesty, unity, and cooperation. Steps to organize Sports Day. 1. Choose a date and venue. 2. Create a schedule of events. 3. Form committees, decoration, prizes, first aid, etc. 4. Ensure maximum student participation. 5. Focus on overall development and values. Health runs. Health runs are simple runs for all, often for health awareness or charity. Tips. Run in comfortable clothes. Breathe deeply and stay relaxed. Keep good posture and stay hydrated. If over 60, consult a doctor before joining. Run for fun. This is a non-competitive, enjoyable run to promote fitness and fun. Open to all age groups. May include funny costumes or light-hearted themes. Often organized for charity or community bonding. Run for a cause. These runs raise funds or awareness for important issues like cancer, disabilities, or diseases. Open to children, adults. Goal is supporting a cause, not just winning. Run for unity. Held to promote peace and national unity, often during celebrations like Independence Day. Participants include celebrities, corporate teams, and the public. Builds a strong message of togetherness and harmony.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe Class Winner Books.